Hello, oily friends and family. Welcome to my channel, So Abundant Life with Nick. I am your host and doTERRA wellness advocate, Nick Mock. On this channel, I love to share holistic tips and protocols for gut health, emotional wellness, and hormonal balance. If that's something you're looking for, or you feel like you tried everything else, or the doctors are like, all your numbers look great, can't find anything wrong with you. That's been my experience. Look no further. Hit that subscribe, like, and the notification button so you don't miss these weekly videos. I don't really have much to share with you guys this week, but I did want to take advantage to share with you the MetaPWR Advantage Collagen plus NMN. Now, I kind of fell off the wagon taking this. My body noticed because now that I'm over 50, my metabolism has slowed way down. So I am looking for supplementation to help boost that. And this has been a game changer for me. When it first came out back in 2023, I noticed after 30 days, a huge difference. So I'm right back at it. And this is my favorite flavor, the pomegranate cherry. There's another flavor, the lemon orange, I believe. That's the other flavor. And I prefer this one over that. So you have options, you guys, to make your palate happy. All right. So yeah, I've been using this. If you want to Google what NMN is, you could go to doTERRA.com, type that in the search bar. Basically what it is a chemical compound that our bodies produce up until age 25, and then after that it decreases. We're not producing enough. So it's going to help with the skin, the joints, all that fun stuff, so I can live optimally when I'm in my 60s and 70s, because that's the goal for me. Now, real quickly, I'll share, like, how did you get into doTERRA? Because I'm sure a lot of you have been following me along for some time, and you're like, how did you get it? How did this even fall into your lap? Well, yeah, I've always been into natural, products. In fact, I've been looking since 2008, since I've had my son, because I understood, like, his body is new to everything in this environment. So I wanted to reduce how much he is exposed to. So I started looking for natural products. Not much available in that time period. And ironically, that's when doTERRA came on the scene. They started their own company in 2008, but it wasn't until almost 10 years later, in 2017, my aunt had some samples and said, here, take them, bring them home. Tea tree for the pimple on your chin, and lavender for calming effects. And I'm like, okay, sure. Peppermint for fresh breath. I'll take them home and play with them. It was my son, who is super active, hyper, could not get him to bed. I was like, what can I give him that isn't full of chemicals or gonna wreck some other part of his body? And I remember my aunt saying lavender had calming effects. And I said, hey, would you like some lavender? He said, sure. Ran and got some, put some on his chest, and less than a minute, he was passed out in bed. And I was like, yes, I can hang out with my husband, right? It wasn't until the next day I was just going in to say goodnight, and he said, Mom, can I have some lavender? And that's when I was like, a little light bulb came on, not a red one, but a little white one came on. And I was like, there's something to this. So I talked to my cousin, my aunt, who were already doTERRA members. And, I still wasn't like into the oils. I was like, I don't think it's for me. But because they were giving back to communities and the farmers that do prepare and get harvest and grow and distill these amazing, precious gifts of the earth, I was like, sign me up, because at that time, our current president was having his first term, and I was looking to align with myself with companies that were giving back, not just giving us amazing products, but also giving back to the communities here and abroad. That was really important to me. And they're also very global and sustainable and all that fun stuff. So again, they were checking off all the boxes for me. And I've been with them for almost 10 years. Next year will be 10 years, and I have no regrets, no regrets. And I know a lot of people, poo-poo because of their MLM, but I did my homework, you guys. There are 3 types of MLM, and they all have good parts and bad parts. And what doTERRA did is they took all the good parts of those 3 types of MLMs and created their own compensation plan. So really, doTERRA Wellness Advocates actually benefit a lot more with their compensation plans versus the other MLMs that are out there. I even posted some education on that on my LinkedIn profile. So if you ever want to check that out, you can always research that, and it's all there, all 3 of them. And you know, what they're about and how they work and how doTERRA is different. If you want to learn more, just head over there, and that information is over there. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for following and subscribing. I really do appreciate you. I know I don't say that enough, but thank you, thank you, thank you. It keeps me motivated. And you know, I'm almost at 100 views, so if you want to share this with your friends, please bring them aboard. The more the merrier, because as soon as I get to 100 views, then I'm on to another 50 or not views, people, subscribers. Yes. Okay, I love you guys. I will see you next time. Be well. Bye bye.